Hey everybody, that first video got cut off. It's too important not to keep going, so I'm gonna do a darn two-part thing. My alarm went off and cut out my recording, but I was just saying, Divine Masculines, you are this chieftain. You're stepping into leadership instead of being, immature or a child in the scenario. So you are stepping into voicing your opinion, putting your truth forward, laying a foundation going forward where you have the final say on your life, not running your choices, your code of conduct through assumed channels or established hierarchies. Or this is independent thought and leadership in the 3D. In this card, this sculptor has created an image of a child, and many times this concept comes up when Divine Masculines have been doing something that they think is in the best interest of the child, but it's a projection, it's a image or an assumption. So something you've been creating doesn't have to pertain just to a child, but something that you have thought you were doing for one reason doesn't have the same aliveness, life force that you thought it would here, Divine Masculine. So it is about reconsidering whatever it is that this karmic influence or influence that is trying to get you to live a certain way that your heart is just telling you isn't quite right. Stick with that, sit with that, look at how that is playing out, Divine Masculines. Okay, let's have a look at what the Divine Feminines need to know at this time. What are the Divine Feminines being asked to look at this time? Expectations and stretch. Okay, so Divine Feminines, you're being asked to put down expectations and stretch your own capacity in a new way so that you are not bound by what you think can happen or what you think won't happen. So let's get some clarity. Expectations. What can we see for Divine Feminines regarding expectations? Let me just get one. Six of Swords, about what progress is. So many times on this journey, we think that progress indicates we need to come into a relationship with our divine counterpart in a certain way. This is saying, be more neutral about what you think needs to happen, when and why, or what you don't think. So progress can look a lot of different ways. You might think, no, my union will never happen, things can never get better, I can't find a solution in my karmic situation. This is saying, let go of all of that. I'm hearing my my theatrical God voice. It will be okay, my child. Put down all of the fears, Divine Feminines, and really look at what is it that would be practical, grounded at this time. What is it that you're daring not to believe could be true? Yeah, it's really interesting. What is a stretch here for Divine Feminines? What is it that it's a stretch to believe in here for the feminines? Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay, Page of Swords in the reverse is a lack of communication, possibly, or aloof, spying, things that are not direct, so indirect association with someone. And Page of Cups, love. So we had a couple of messages about progress here. So in divine connections, divine feminines, you might feel it's a stretch to get clear, direct communication about this love. In karmic situations, divine feminines, you might feel that it's a stretch to find a loving solution where there's a lack of communication. Again, lots of children energy here. Those came up for the divine masculines as well. So there has been a little bit of a theme lately for divine counterparts with advocating for the children, prioritizing the children, basing decisions and the direction of certain intentions on what's best for the children or projects or the next generations. This can be the contribution to humanity for babies, I'm hearing for some. The thought of making space in the lives of the counterparts for children, blended families, all sorts of considerations here. But pages are children, so that's coming up again here as a side note. Doesn't have to be the primary message here. The primary message is communication in loving, simple, sweet, grounded ways. So it's not a stretch, divine feminines. These things are possible. We're being asked to really put down the fear leading up to the eclipse and let that be removed. Open to the solutions. I'm hearing even pray, meditate on what those solutions can be. What is the advice for the divine feminines? We get Andromedan Stargate, invention, innovation, and scientific pursuits. Innovation is new ways of looking at things. You might be precedent setting right now in some decision, in some belief structure. You are also individuating from the norm, from what you think happens in situations like these I just heard. So divine feminines, it's time to really put some innovations into practical application. When I get scientific pursuits, it really is about taking those steps you're guided to take and seeing the results. You know, this is a new day and age. This is a new dawn. And so you are more potent with your leadership. We just got that message for the masculines stepping into their own leadership in certain ways here. So what is going to happen going into the future regarding expectations for the feminines at this time? More divine guidance, divine feminines. The high priest is here to say that you are actually taking this higher, taking it to meditation, and you're going to be given the solutions, the miraculous answers, the things that would be heavenly ordained, I just heard. So when we remember to ask, it is given. So don't forget to ask, divine feminines. It's time to say, this is where I've gotten to. What is a higher path? What is the angle I haven't seen? What is a solution here? How can I open to having things come in that are truly eternal love, progress, innovative? We don't really have innovation as a human species. We emulate what we witness. Monkey see, monkey do. But when we remember to ask a higher power, that motion of asking alone is what opens us to the true innovation coming in. When we dare to say, I don't see an example for what I need here, what could that be? It's that asking that is the prerequisite to receiving. So don't forget to ask, divine feminines. What is this about the stretch that we can see going forward? Being that divine feminines are going to be asking for higher guidance. Okay, wow. Well, we get cutting through the confusion, freeing the mind from feeling powerless and trapped. And here we get this beautiful inner child healing, reunion, and just letting children be children. Neutrality. It all comes in. So yeah, the answer to your prayer, the solutions are waiting to be discovered. I feel like I need a solution for my helmet hair today. Anyways, okay. It's morning. Go easy on me. Cheers. Okay, let's get into a daily divine masculine reading. And I was asked to do the tarot for kids as a clarifier. So there are some children themes coming up today. What can we see a divine creator for the connections at this time? What are the divine masculines thinking and feeling for their divine counterpart? I just saw the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, which is a partner card, home, hearth energy. What are the clarifiers for what the masculines are feeling on the heart space, wishing for the connections at this time? Actions the divine masculines are taking. I just saw the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of that deck too. What is the biggest challenge at this time for the divine masculines? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? I just saw the Ace of Cups, unconditional love. Okay, what can we see for how the masculines are thinking of the connections? Two of my divine feminine cards, the Empress and the Queen of Wands. But this one says abundance. So divine masculines know that you, divine feminine, are their perfect match, and that a life with you has untapped, unlimited abundance. They're seeing you overcoming your emotions, keeping it high frequency and going with the flow with all this water. And also, I just heard they see you having alchemized your fire and water, oil and water kind of thing. They have seen you balance out. They've never seen someone so capable of getting things done in balance. I just heard. What can we see? Seven of Wands, exactly. You just plow through every challenge life brings you as an innovator, as someone who won't stop until the right thing has been achieved. You stand up for what is right in such a fluid way. Divine feminine, your divine counterpart sees you as extraordinary that way. What are they feeling on their heart space for you? Strength and Seeker of Flames. This is the spiritual initiation. They see on their heart space for you that you are a devout follower of the love path. This is like being at the altar of love and putting down all the crap and really doing this motion of finding the higher truth, finding the spiritual answer. They see this is not ego, it's not pretentious, it's not contrived, it's so humble, it's so genuine, it's so sincere, it's earnest. They see you this way. You are bringing the cool back to spirituality and energetics. This is the light you're showing them, that it's not fake. Your spirituality is valid. I just heard that you are the real deal. Nine of Swords, that it actually does allow you to work through anxiety and move mountains and have clarity. They see that this is your way, and they feel it on the heart space, that there's nothing you can't achieve because of this motion that you embark on time after time. They've seen you hit the wall with circumstances and find the way through dropping in to your heart in such a spiritual way that miracles always come for you because of this motion. What are they wishing for the connection at this time? Oh, to be like you. Are you kidding me? Where is that? Where is that? Seven of Wands. We just got that in the other reading. Seven of Wands clarifying the Seven of Wands, though. What are they wishing? To be like you, to follow that example. We just got that, Divine Feminines, where you continue to persevere with what is right, that you won't quit until you reach that empowerment, that it has been making you into this Queen of Wands. Seven of Wands is lighting your own path through the dark night. What do they wish for? They wish to partner. They wish to come together with a partner like that, because you're like that, they're like that. They've never met anybody else who is able to match that. And Nine of Cups, they wish for this. This is what they wish for. They didn't even know that that was the key to what they'd been asking for in a partner, is somebody who can handle this on their own, and there would be nothing, unstoppable, unbounded. Wow. So Divine Masculines are really seeing Divine Feminines. There is nothing the two of you could not accomplish or prevail through. Zero, nothing. You both have the tenacity to do what's right every time. Wow. What are the masculines' actions? Oh. Here's the Nine of Swords for the second time. So we saw the masculines realizing how your spirituality supports you through every anxious situation, every impasse in your life. And their actions are focused on the love here as a remedy for their own anxiety. They do have some anxiety about the love right now. So there's something going on in the energy where they are aware that they love you more than ever, and that something isn't feeling wonderful at this time. The bully, the devil in the reverse, though. So the Divine Masculines see this devil energy afoot. They see how you are moving through it, staying in integrity, compassion. I just heard fighting against the impossible and winning. It's a true inspiration to them, and they are beginning to see that this love is worth fighting for. It's worth going towards because of this resilience, Divine Feminine. Whoa. What is the biggest challenge for the Divine Masculines at this time? The moon. We are coming up to the full moon, and the Knight of Swords. This emotion, look at how massive that wave is, and not having communication. So not being able to find the words to say to acknowledge this incredible plight that you're facing right now. This is Divine Feminine, the lunar energy. It's also the subconscious. So there are things pulling at the heartstrings of the Divine Masculines right now, and they are being guided not to overly engage with that process. It's a rite of passage here. I'm being reminded about, you know, how volatile this water is, and how you are going to rise above Divine Feminine, and your divine counterpart knows that you are going to overcome whatever it is you're facing right now, the karmic situations, the adversity regarding the divine connection. They feel a bit helpless to assist you in the things, in the path that you must follow right now. And we get change. So the Divine Masculines know that you're going to meet on the other side, but right now it's a big deal, that there is a rite of passage that you must go through to earn your stripes in a cosmic spiritual sense, Divine Feminines. And Divine Masculines are a little seasick at knowing you have to go through certain things. Oof. So we saw Divine Masculine sending massive love over the last couple of days, and today they are feeling the angst, the helplessness. This is growing empathy and compassion for you, for the extraordinary being you are, but they do know that you have to go through this alone. This is your karmic path. This is your rite of passage. What is the advice, the solution to this challenge? Beginner's eyes, knowing that we aren't given more than we can handle. Divine Feminines, you got this Six of Swords in the opening message about progress, about stretching your capacity, about being able to stick with the process and believe that miracles can happen. This is the same card. So the solution is to keep believing in that, to knowing that it is available through beginner's eyes, through taking a fresh look. This is the confirmation. Your Divine Masculine knows, Divine Feminine, that you've got this. Whatever you're facing right now, whatever mindset that you are buying into that's limiting, this is saying there is a profound belief in you, in your capacity. Your Divine Masculine holds this awesome knowing that you will come through. Oh, the Moon Queen. So I love it when these readings, here's the volatile moon, and then we get this unusual combination in this particular deck of the High Priestess merging with the moon and being this overcoming master of circumstance and balanced emotions. So yeah, everybody knows, Divine Feminines, you've got this right now. What is the direction of the connection? Oh, there's the High Priestess. I could feel her lurking energy here. The moon, the High Priestess. So Divine Masculines are acknowledging, and Divine Feminines, Spirit Guidance is acknowledging here that there is a kind of have to go it alone vibe here. That right now in the connection there is some non-action for this rite of passage to be fulfilled. I'm getting that it's kind of till this full moon energy passes, that the full moon, there is a rite of passage here. This moon imagery, boom, boom, boom. This full moon is a major one, Divine Feminines, for this clearing. So non-action at this time. Page of Wands for a spiritual purpose, spiritual seeking. So hit the altar, not physically, don't be punching altars. But Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, both are asked to go into prayer right now for success, I just heard. So it's not about action in the 3D, but it's really dropping into humble position and asking for guidance right now, because we can get so far with ego, but this is about truly asking for the divine will to be done in these situations that are being faced right now. I knew this reading was so important because of the early time being asked to do it. But what can we see for the divine? Being asked to do a different deck. What can we see for the Divine Feminines regarding this rite of passage? Dynamism. Okay, where is the guidebook? I'm going to read it. 39. If you do what you truly love, you will unleash your creative dynamism. And the more creative you are, the more energy becomes available to you. The most profound creativity is divine. It's channeling, becoming an instrument for the divine, for that work, that will, divine will to come through you. And so this is a massive rite of passage for you, Divine Feminine, to allow your life to be in service for the higher love, breathing, living, pulsing through you. Open, There are some questions for contemplation here. Where do you feel trapped or imprisoned by fear in your life? When you were a young child, were you allowed to enjoy and express your dynamism and vitality, or taught to subdue it? Does your anger ever get the better of you? Do people sometimes feel provoked by you, and you don't always understand why? When was the last time you tasted true liberation? Think of something that you loved to do or play when you were a child, 7 and under. Spend time engaging in that activity and notice how it feels. That speaks of the inner child balancing out, the generational healing, you continuing this rite of passage as this high priestess, empress, queen of wands, divine feminine. Wonderful. What can we see for the divine masculines at this time? We are getting teamwork. There's so much support coming in from the divine masculines. So much desire to harmonize with the feminine. That's a 44. So even angelic assistance, intercession, divine masculine, sending prayers for your divine counterpart right now. I'm being reminded that even though these are tandem journeys that we are simultaneously navigating with our counterparts, that at times both are not overburdened, tasked with difficult situations, so that one or the other can energetically hold space and support, so that both aren't depleted at the same time. There's a little bit of this masculine feminine ebb and flow I'm feeling here today, and that the divine masculines are really in a good place to support the feminine going through this rite of passage right now. The gift of teamwork is therefore about recognizing who belongs in your life. Yeah, so divine masculines are realizing that you are their perfect match right now, divine feminines, and they are sending you so much energetic love. I'm going to say again, it's codependent to escape our worries and, desire for another person to take away all that pain. We really do in mastery go to the divine for that. We go to our own connection to source for that sustenance, provision. It's not meant to be put on another person. That becomes a stranglehold that zaps the energy over time. When we can't do it on our own, when we don't see ourselves as whole, mature, masterful, and capable, and we put that on another person. And so to have these incredible, high-functioning, extraordinary relationships and lives, we need to see our own ability fully. Okay, many blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.